Hey, it's Bill at Whole Life Soaps. Today I'm going to go over how I make shampoo bars. This is a pretty common question that I get from people who want to start soap businesses as they want to add products to their line and they want to know, hey, how do I do that? How do you make that? So I'm going to go over all the things that I do. Because my workspace is a mess because I've already been making a whole bunch. I'm going to kind of focus on ingredients. I'm going to be zooming in and out on some things because I think that'll help to clarify. I'm also going to do a voiceover for the rest of the video. So sit back and enjoy. Our first ingredient is sodium Cocoyl isethionate powder, and it is a natural surfactant made from coconut, and it is safe for hair with a pH of about 4.5 to 6. So this is much better for you than soap. Sodium Coco Sulfate comes in noodle form. It's safer than sodium lauryl sulfate. It's not something that's considered an irritant. It's also made from coconuts and palm and is gentle on the hair. This is an anionic surfactant, and so it's going to be more beneficial. Our next ingredient is going to be sodium lauryl sulfoacetate, which is another gentle surfactant that helps to cleanse the hair. It also has a pH of about 5 to 7.5, so it helps to keep the whole bar at a lower pH than regular bar soap. Next, we're putting in some B5 to help, keep the hair thick and nourished. So B5 is excellent. Sometimes it's called DL-panthenol, but it is just vitamin B5 powder. It's an interesting ingredient. I'm going to add a little bit of color to this. Okay, so this is an electric blue, I think. Yep, that's what it is. And then I'm going to hook them all up to my KitchenAid, and we're going to let them blend. I put a towel over it to keep the dust down because this dust is very fine and can be an irritant to the skin, so I don't want to have to breathe that stuff in. All right, next we're going to prep up our waxes and butters. So I'm going to start with Cetearyl Alcohol first. Cetearyl Alcohol is one of those great ingredients that helps to condition the hair and leave your hair feeling silky and soft. So it's a nice ingredient to add for that. Okay. Next up, we have Stearic Acid. Stearic Acid is usually used as a thickener in lotions, but it also works to help thicken up your shampoo bar so that your shampoo bar gets nice and hard. Okay, next up we have behentrimonium methosulfate 50. This is a cationic ingredient, so that means that it's going to go on the skin and hair and give a nice shiny finish to your hair. So I just put all that stuff into a jar. I'm going to add some mango butter. You can substitute cocoa or shea. I prefer mango butter in my shampoo bars. And I'm also going to use argan oil because argan oil is just a great nourishing oil for the hair. The last thing I'm going to add, while my other ingredients are melting, I'm going to put together my Surf Pro, also called Cocomadipropyl Betaine, which is an active detergent that helps to cleanse the hair. Polysorbate 80 helps protect hair from colors that we add to our products, so this will prevent them from getting on your hair or your tub or anything like that. I've also added in some rosemary and some peppermint to this particular bar because this is going to be a rosemary mint shampoo. And then once that's all whipped together nicely, I'm going to add it to my powdered ingredients. And then I'm also going to add my melted waxes and emulsifiers and butters to my powdered ingredients. I want to add them around 180 degrees. They're a little hot at the moment. I don't want to melt things, but I do want them to kind of blend together. So anyway, shut off my mixer for you. Just going to pour in the Cocomadipropyl Betaine, and then I'm going to add in the wax and butter mixture as well, and we'll get this thing mixed together in just a second. So let that go. Then once it's all mixed together, or while it's mixing together, I'm going to get my molds ready. So what I tend to do is I wrap my molds in a little bit of plastic wrap, because if you don't, the shampoo bars will stick to the mold and you'll never get a nice round puck. So I just put them over. I don't bother to tape them or anything like that. The mold holds the plastic in place. So as you can see, I got a nice cover on my base. I also cover the lid, and I usually prep 2 molds so that way if the plastic gets messed up on one, I can just quickly flip on over to the next one. It makes the whole process just go a little bit faster. So I'm just going to wrap that other one up real quick. If you don't have molds like these, mine are 2.75 inches in diameter. I wish mine were a little bit shorter, like I wish they were like 1.75 or even maybe 2.25, so that way I had a shorter but thicker shampoo bar. Mine tend to be longer and thinner. I think it just is an aesthetic look. So, you know, if you don't have anything like this, you might want to consider like 2 inches, 2.25 inches. I think when you have them like that, you can also measure out like 85 to 90 grams and it looks like a normal shampoo bar. I do 95 grams in mine. They come out okay, as you'll see here. So everything gets kind of stuck on the paddle, but I take it all off. So, and I'll show you what I do. So I weigh out all of my shampoo bars first. You know, so when they get ready. Sorry, that's my printer in the background. Don't know why it's going off. Sure wish it would stop. All right. So once you get your paddle all cleaned up, you just got to kind of get everything scooped into the center as best you can too. I just use my fingers and scoop it off the sides. So that it's ready to go. And that's what it should look like. It should just be a nice big clumpy mess, right? A little gooey. Shouldn't be hard though, it should be soft. So I'm going to measure out all of my my shampoo masses, pre-disc mask. I'm going to speed up this process for you because you know, you don't need to watch me making discs for 15 minutes. So here we go. All right, so here I go. Just measuring them out, 95 grams each. It's much slower in real life, I'll tell you that much. Gotta love editing tools. So now you're just gonna stick them in your mold and press them down. Here's a regular speed. Here's what it looks like. So just put them in, put the lid on, and just press down. It's super easy to do. It's actually kind of a soothing, satisfying experience, I find anyway, if you're into ASMR kind of stuff. This whole process is kind of zen-like. So just pop it in. Boom. The plastic for me tends to start breaking. You can see it's breaking a little bit. As long as it's not sticking to the bottom, I don't necessarily worry about it. Once it starts to stick, I will switch to my other mold. Yeah, see, like that, it's messed up. I'm just going to shift the plastic around. There we go. Sometimes I can do that. Save that mold for my next round. And there you have it. So that's batch number 3. I'm making 6 total batches. I'm making rosemary mint, but I also made lemongrass. I made citrus. I have lavender, patchouli, eucalyptus, and just plain lavender coming up. So pretty fun. So that's my process, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you found it educational. And if you're looking to expand product lines into your bath and beauty business, I highly recommend shampoo bars. The only real problem is right now is that a lot of the ingredients are hard to source because of supply chain issues. It took me a long time to get one of the main ingredients, just to find somebody that carried it in bulk, so I didn't have to buy it 5 ounces or 6 ounces at a time. If I can't buy something in 25 or 50 pound batches, I don't bother. And my customers have to wait, and I explain that to them because otherwise it's too expensive for me to make, right? So, and that's a key to keeping your costs down. Buy in bulk, and you don't have to pay as much, right? So anyway, thanks for watching. Give my channel a like, give me a follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. It's all under Whole Life Soaps. So, peace.